They can do no wrong, member of the panel. Paula, you've been on a lovely holiday, been following your travails on... travails is not quite the right word. Your luxurious travels through Italy. So welcome back, looking very well and rested. Go on then, try and defend this.
Do you know what?
Did you watch the whole thing?
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I've read as much as I can feasibly read. But I just want to focus on the whole defence thing. You talk about me defending the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. This isn't about defending. What this is about, actually, is me saying, where are we in terms of a monarchy? Do we want a strong monarchy? Do we want a long-lasting monarchy?
Yes and yes.
Because if we do, then we need to stop attacking and start supporting.
Who's doing the attacking?
Now,
hang on.
What we are told...
I don't disagree with you.
Yes.
I agree with the first part of that.
Okay.
Yes, I do want a strong monarchy. Yes, I do want to give it longevity. I'm a big monarchist. But the last part of that, the only attacking is coming from one side. There is no attacking from the royal family against these two. Well, it's only coming from Harry and Meghan. When is a senior member of the royal family attacking them in public?
But you know that senior members never publicly come out and make comments
so you agree
like
with
that.
me?
So, but what we are told is a source said, or a source close to the royal family said. My point is, look, the royal family are in trouble as an institution. We know that in terms of the support for the royal family, it's in decline.
Did you see the mall today at Buckingham Palace?
It's in decline. And we know that because the polls tell us, and we know that particularly in relation to the youth, the younger generation. And if you
why do you think that is?
And if you are to stop, because of the relevance.
Could it be because they've been branded a bunch of callous racists by these two who have absconded to...
Well, you keep saying that. That's another thing I need to correct you on. They never said that their royal family were callous racists.
Oh, they did?
Those are your words.
Piers think...
Ladies and gentlemen, picture this. A live studio, the tension crackling like static in the air. On one side, Piers Morgan, the outspoken critic whose words cut like a blade. On the other, Paula, a voice of reason ready to challenge the narrative. Today, we're diving into a heated exchange that's got everyone talking. A moment where Paula boldly defends Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex against a tide of criticism, leaving Piers visibly rattled. This isn't just about royal gossip. It's about a monarchy at a crossroads, a media frenzy that won't quit, and two people trying to carve out a life under relentless scrutiny. Buckle up as we unpack Paula's fiery defense, her takedown of Piers's accusations, and why this debate matters far beyond the headlines. It's a clash of perspectives, and Paula's about to steal the show. The studio lights are blazing, and Piers Morgan leans forward, his voice sharp as he declares that Harry and Meghan Sussex are the sole aggressors in a war against the royal family. They're the ones attacking, not the other way around, he insists, pointing to their Oprah interview as Exhibit A. But Paula isn't having it. She leans in, her eyes steady, and counters with a truth that shifts the room's energy. Piers, you're missing the bigger picture. The monarchy is in decline. Polls show it's losing the younger generation. If we want a strong, lasting institution, we need to stop attacking Harry and Meghan Sussex and start supporting them. Who's really doing the attacking here? The audience murmurs, sensing the tide turning. Paula's not just defending two people. She's questioning a system that thrives on tearing them down. Piers doubles down, accusing Meghan Sussex of branding the royal family as callous racists during their Oprah tell-all. Paula's quick to correct him, her voice calm but firm. Those are your words, Piers, not theirs. Harry and Meghan Sussex never used that phrase. They spoke about their experiences, their truth. Why are we twisting their words to fit a narrative? She's dismantling Piers's argument with precision, and his frustration is palpable. Paula pivots to the media's role, her tone growing passionate. This endless saga you talk about? It only exists because people like you keep fueling it, keeping the story alive for ratings and clicks. Harry and Meghan Sussex are just two people trying to live their lives, contribute positively, and move forward despite the constant scrutiny. Why can't we let them? Why is their every move dissected and criticized? The crowd nods, some clapping softly, as Paula's words hit home and resonate with many in the room. Piers shifts gears, accusing Meghan Sussex of bringing unnecessary drama to the royal family, even citing her car door closing moment as supposed evidence of her attention-seeking ways. Paula laughs, a mix of disbelief and amusement. Really, Piers? That's your argument? People were scandalized because Meghan Sussex closed her own car door. That's what made headlines? Since when is basic independence a crime for a duchess, or for any woman in the public eye? She paints a vivid picture. Meghan Sussex, a capable woman with a career, labeled difficult simply for having ideas, a voice, and a strong work ethic. The palace wasn't ready for someone with ambition and vision, Paula says, someone who wanted to make a real difference. Meghan Sussex is a duchess and a boss, brains, compassion, and a killer wardrobe, redefining what it means to be royal. Why are we punishing her for that? Why do we tear down women who dare to stand out? The audience erupts in applause, and Piers' scowl deepens, unable to hide his frustration as the crowd sides with Paula. When Piers challenges Paula to name one positive thing Harry and Meghan have done, she's ready with a list that silences the room. Meghan Sussex's Grenfell cookbook empowered women and raised money for a community in need, she says. She wrote kind messages on bananas for sex workers, spreading hope in a small but powerful way. Harry created the Invictus Games, giving wounded veterans pride and purpose. Together, they've championed mental health, breaking stigma and saving lives by encouraging people to seek help. Paula's voice rises with conviction. They're using their platform for kindness, conservation, and change. That's not drama, that's impact. The studio is electric, and Piers' rebuttal falters under the weight of her examples. Piers tries to regain ground, accusing Harry and Meghan Sussex of hypocrisy for using private jets while preaching about climate change. He points to headlines and social media outrage, insisting their actions undermine their message. Paula doesn't flinch. "No one's perfect, Piers. Not even you," she says with a wry smile, her tone both playful and firm. They're trying to make a difference, and that's more than most people even attempt. At least they're using their platform for good. Let's not cherry-pick flaws to dismiss their efforts. Progress isn't perfect, but it's still progress. He then brings up the pain they caused the Queen and the royal family's suffering, suggesting their actions were selfish. Paula acknowledges the complexity. Family dynamics are messy. Theirs just happen to be global and played out in public. But let's not pretend the scrutiny they face is normal. It's relentless, magnified by the world's spotlight. When Piers calls their Netflix deal and book money grabs, Paula fires back. Security costs money. Charity work costs money. Living independently isn't free. They're building a new life and funding causes they believe in, supporting projects that make a real impact. Why is that a crime? Why do we judge them for seeking financial stability? Paula's final point cuts deep. Harry and Meghan Sussex are rewriting the rules, refusing to bow to old norms or outdated expectations. That's unsettling for those who love the status quo, but it's exactly what the monarchy needs to survive and stay relevant. She's not just defending two people. She's advocating for a future where the monarchy evolves, embraces change, and connects with a new generation that demands authenticity. Piers' disappointment is loud. His furrowed brow and clipped responses betray his struggle to counter her logic, his usual confidence shaken. The audience is captivated, hanging on Paula's every word as she redefines the narrative and challenges old assumptions. As the studio lights dim, a sense of anticipation fills the air. Paula's voice lingers, a beacon of clarity in a storm of controversy, cutting through the noise with conviction. This isn't just about Harry and Meghan Sussex, it's about what we value as a society and the stories we choose to amplify. Do we tear down those who dare to challenge tradition and question the status quo, or do we lift them up for their courage to forge a new path, even when it's unpopular? Paula's defense reminds us that Harry and Meghan Sussex aren't just royals, they're human beings navigating an unforgiving spotlight with grace and purpose. From the Invictus Games to mental health advocacy, their efforts are ongoing. Their contributions ripple far beyond the headlines, reaching communities and individuals who need hope. They are touching lives and sparking change, inspiring others to act. Piers' disappointment may be loud and persistent, but Paula's truth is louder. Her words resonate with those seeking progress. The monarchy's future depends on embracing evolution, not clinging to outdated norms. As we move forward as a society, let's shift the narrative from attack to support, from judgment to understanding, and from division to unity. Harry and Meghan Sussex are rewriting the rules, and that's not a threat. It's a gift, a chance for renewal. So let's celebrate their courage, their compassion, and their vision for a better world. Because in the end, What truly matters is the impact we make. It's not about crowns or titles. It's about the legacy we leave behind, the lives we touch, and the hope we inspire. And theirs is one worth defending, now and for generations to come.